Hallöchen und herzlich willkommen zurück zu The Cat Lady bei diesem komischen Persönchen, was wir in der letzten Folge begegnet haben. Und wir sind gefesselt in einem Raum voller Blut. Okay, ich habe keine Ahnung, was jetzt hier passiert. Fass mich an und ich töte dich, du krankes Arschloch. Bitte tu mir nicht weh, lass mich einfach gehen. Du bist ein toter Mann. Du weißt es nur noch nicht. Sollen wir so aggressiv sein?
You're a dead man. You just don't know it yet. I'll cut your throat open and watch you bleed to death. I'll feed your body to the crows. Oh, you're gonna regret this, pal.
Was macht er da?
What's going on in there?
Oh.
Who's this? Did you play with this little bitch behind my back? 'Cause if you did, I swear to God.
Me? I'd never do that. You know me, honey. You're the only girl for me. This lady here will join us for dinner. That's all.
For what? Take the goddamn mask off when you talk to me. You know damn well I can't stand it. And make sure you put it back in the van so you don't fucking lose it again.
Okay. I was just saying, she's here for dinner.
Good. Dinner. I'm starving. And I'm sick to death of them bloody cats.
Was ist das für eine Familie?
You nasty little whore. Trying to seduce my husband in my own home? How bloody rude.
Geh weg von mir, was? Ich habe nichts versucht. Wer zum Teufel bist du?
Who the fuck are you?
Shut up, you stupid bitch. I know what you're up to. You kept staring at him with these big green eyes. You want him, don't you? You think you can take him from me? Well, I've got just the thing. I always keep this bottle handy. It's bleach, the strongest you can get. You give me no choice. I can't risk losing him. I have to make sure he won't be attracted to you anymore. You won't need these eyes and this face much longer anyway. No one will do it right if you don't do it yourself.
Wer ist das? Was zum Teufel machen die? Sind das unsere Katzen? Hallo? Oh, ich kann den Miet spielen. Ah, okay. Wir können Teacup spielen. Wie cool ist das denn? Entschuldigung, Teacup. Kann ich springen oder so? Nee. Ah, okay. Oh, arme Susan. Da ist ein Loch. Nee, zurück kann ich aber nicht nochmal, oder? Warte mal. Doch, ich kann nochmal zurück. Aber brauchen wir ja eigentlich nicht. Ich gehe erstmal durch das Loch da. So, Loch. Teacup. Du bist so niedlich. Du musst der kleinen Susan helfen.
there. Gorgeous. I see my old lady brought the bleach. Again. What a shame. I really liked your eyes. It could have been a start of something very exciting for us, if you know what I mean. She does that every single time. What do they call it? Trust issues. That's it. Well, never mind. Plenty more fish in the sea. I'm not too fussy, but even I have some standards. Ain't gonna touch a bird like you, I gotta be honest, girl. You look like shit. But I wouldn't want you to think I'm not a kind man. Plenty of time until dinner, and you're in pain, so I've brought something to end your suffering. Think of it as an option. I've got this gun here. It's one of my favourites. There's just one bullet in the chamber. Large caliber. You'd be long dead before you'd feel any pain. Sounds good, doesn't it? I mean, it's just an idea, you know, no pressure. Ah, of course. You can't see it. That bleach turns your eyes to nothing but jelly. So I'll just leave it for you here. Feel free to use it. That bullet's meant for you anyway. I'd better go now. We won't want to get caught red-handed again, would we? You naughty minx. What was that? You can't reach it? Well, what did you expect? Life's a real fucker sometimes.
Wie lieb von ihm. Also wir können anscheinend nur nach rechts und links. Nach unten, oben kann ich nicht. Ich habe einen Schlüssel geschluckt, ehrlich? Okay, wir können hier nicht lang, wir können aber sonst nichts machen. Ah, wir müssen nur warten, bis sein Kopf wieder runtersenkt. Okay. Kapiert. Ich finde das voll süß gemacht mit der Mietz. Dass wir die hier spielen dürfen. Aber wie macht die Katze?
What?
Ach so.
Who's this? My eyes. I can't see a thing. That bitch. A key. Who are you? Say something. Anything.
Mau?
I should be able to unlock the handcuffs now.
Und jetzt? Ich kann nichts machen. Ich kann nichts machen. Ah, ich kann laufen, okay. Ich wollte sie eigentlich erst
No!
noch...
No! I dropped it.
Was?
Where is it? Where the hell is it?
Ernsthaft jetzt?
I've got it.
Okay. Muss ich mich jetzt... Ich könnte mich... Entschuldigung. Ich könnte mich jetzt tatsächlich erschießen, weil ich kann hier nichts machen. Ich laufe auch nicht mehr weiter. Und ich bin ja eh unsterblich. Komm, wir machen das einfach.
I'm sorry, Mitzi. I have to break my promise.
Du bist tot. Aber ich bin ja nicht tot. Ich bin ja unsterblich. Death is nothing at all. You have only slipped away into the next room. Ach, hier, guck mal, Mitzi.
Hope you don't mind creepy posters.
It's your room. You can do what you like with it. But I definitely prefer this to fairies, rainbows, and pink unicorns. Did you make these?
No. My boyfriend made them. Some of them, anyway. So, Miss Ashworth, I happen to have a bottle of wine in my bag. I was going to leave it to Robert, but I forgot all about it.
Robert?
The guy with the rats?
Oh, yes. Of course.
So, shall we have a drink, then? We could get to know each other a bit more. I know, I promised I won't get in the way. And, I mean, you don't have to if you don't feel like it. But since we're gonna live together for a little while, it won't hurt if we talk to each other, will it?
Ja, das ist okay, glaube ich. Sind Sie sicher, dass Sie in Ihrem Zustand trinken möchten? Stimmt, die hat ja AIDS. Ach ja, klar,
Yeah,
komm.
that's okay.
Ich glaube,
I
da
guess.
macht man sich über sowas
Great.
keine Gedanken mehr.
I'll bring the wine. Oh, damn. It's one of those bottles with a cork. Have you got a bottle opener, Miss Ashworth?
In the kitchen. I'll go get it, shall I?
Yes, please. And while you're there, could you get a couple of glasses, too?
Sie erinnert mich an mich selbst, als ich jünger war. Ich weiß nicht, ob ich ihr komplett vertrauen kann, aber bisher scheint sie aufrichtig zu sein. Vielleicht gebe ich ihr eine Chance.
Have you found that corkscrew yet? We'll also need some wine
Ja,
glasses.
ja, alles gut. Ich gehe ja schon holen. Ich gehe ja schon holen. So. Gläser, wo haben wir denn Gläser? Der ist auch komplett leer. Da steht irgendwie nur eine Flasche drin und Milch oder sowas. Ich habe bestimmt noch irgendwo in irgendeinem Schrank in der Stube Gläser, oder? Weingläser. Eins für mich, eins für Mitzi. Okay.
There you go. Let's get that bottle open.
Yeah. But we'll need glasses, too. See if you can find some.
Ich habe schon welche, Mitzi.
I found some wine glasses.
Oh, right. That's all we need. Oh, Miss Ashworth, I really must say this before we start.
Yeah?
I promise I won't cut your throat when you're asleep.
Very funny, Mitzi.
Oh, no, I mean it.
That's fine. But just so you know, I always sleep with my eyes open.
Also, das große K, willst du darüber reden? Oh, es regnet gar nicht mehr. Wie hast du vor, diesen Typen zu finden?
Oh, it's not raining anymore.
Oh well, I don't mind rain. Sometimes I even like it. But according to weather forecast, there's a nasty fog coming. Now that I'm actually scared of. I got lost in a fog once, when I was just 9 or 10. I remember I sat under a tree crying, thinking some monster would appear right in front of me and drag me away.
But now that you're a big girl, you know there are no monsters.
Yeah? How do you know?
Ich habe noch nie eins gesehen, niemand hat eins gesehen. Die einzigen Monster sind wir, Mörder, Vergewaltiger, Brandstifter. Vielleicht hast du recht, ich glaube an sie, wenn ich eins sehe.
I've never seen one, nor has anyone else.
That doesn't prove they don't exist. You just never came across them, and those who did never lived long enough to tell the tale. But anyway, I'm not saying I'm still that terrified of fog. I mean, I've grown up and all. I just don't reject the possibility that they might be out there somewhere. Like aliens and Elvis and God.
Come to think about it, I've come across some pretty weird things. Especially recently.
Yeah? Like what?
Oh, it doesn't matter. I probably just dreamed it. So, the big C. Want to talk about it?
Well, to be honest, I didn't really want to tell you about it like that. I put you in a very difficult position, I know. It's just that I was really desperate to get this room. I hope you can understand. This is the last and most important thing I must do before my time is up.
It's fine. You seem alright. It's just... I find it hard to trust people these days. Maybe it's time I opened my eyes to see others have problems too. Some, like yourself, even bigger than mine. What kind of cancer is it? Do you mind me asking?
Brain tumor. Her name is glioblastoma.
Her?
Yep, they're all girls, the way I imagine it. Just look at their names. Lymphoma, melanoma, myeloma, leukemia, sarcoma. Each of them a fucking goddess of death. Beautiful and ruthless.
You might just be right about that, Mitzi. I used to be a nurse. I know a few things about cancer. And I know glioblastoma. She's a real bitch.
Yeah, and yet she gets to be the prom queen before night ends, while I disappear down the back exit.
How long?
They said I had a year. But that was 6 months ago, so... yeah. Not awfully long.
Is there anything...
They've tried.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. So am I. Do you want to talk about something else?
How are you planning to find this guy?
I don't know yet. A bit of detective work, perhaps. It shouldn't be that hard, really. There are only 8 apartments here. One is yours. That leaves us with 7. I was hoping that you could give me a hand, actually. You know some of your neighbors, don't you?
Not many. I never really cared about them. They changed over the years, too. You probably also figured by now that this is not the sort of place where new neighbors are greeted with a freshly baked cake. You see a new face, you give them a blank stare as you pass them in the hall, and you forget about them a minute later.
That bad, eh?
Well, there's that bald guy who lives above me in flat 5. He came here recently to shout in my face. He's a nasty piece of work, but I really don't think he's the person you're looking for.
What does he do for a living?
I think he's a train driver.
I can't imagine somehow that my guy would be a train driver. Okay, that's good. Leaves us with just 6. Anyone else you know?
I'd have to think.
You know, maybe not tonight. Let's just talk about something else, okay? I have plenty of time. There's no need to rush this. Maybe tomorrow we could sit down together and make a plan. I could draw a simple map of the building, and with your help, mark down who lives where.
Sounds good to me, Mitzi.
Du hast deinen Freund erwähnt. Erzähl mir etwas über ihn.
You mentioned a boyfriend. Tell me something about him.
Yeah, okay. Let's talk about him. His name is Jack. He's dead.
Oh.
Miss Ashworth, are you sure you want to listen about my miserable life? I don't want to bring you down. These aren't happy stories.
And I'm not a happy stories kind of person. I'm sure you've noticed by now.
I guess so. Anyway, I suppose I would have had to tell you about Jack sooner or later. After all, he is the main reason I'm here. I just don't know where to start.
Erzähl mir, wie ihr zwei euch kennengelernt habt. Wie hat er auf deine Krebsdiagnose reagiert? Jack hat diese Bilder an der Wand gemacht. War er ein Künstler? Wie ist er gestorben? Also ganz verfragen. Es ist wieder eine lange Redephase hier. Aber mich interessiert das schon. Also auch wenn es manchmal, ich bin eigentlich nicht so der Freund von so ewig langen Redephasen. Aber hier ist es tatsächlich so, dass ich da sehr gespannt zuhöre.
Tell me how you two met.
Oh, we knew each other for forever. We grew up on the same street. It's funny how we seem to be made for each other. Perfect match. I always knew he was the guy for me, and I'm sure he never doubted that either. Jack was absolutely crazy about me. We thought one day we would marry, have children, be happy. I never had many friends because I had Jack. I didn't need anybody else. You know, if there's one thing I'm really grateful for in my life, it's that I got to experience this pure, perfect love. Some people go through a lifetime without knowing how it feels. I guess I've been very lucky. But all luck runs out sometimes.
How did he take the news about your cancer?
He thought I was joking at first. He laughed. Then he got really angry. I swore to him I was serious, but he still wouldn't believe me. We had a big fight that night. It was our first and only fight. But it was awful. He smashed some stuff. His guitar, of all things, was the worst. He loved that guitar. Why did he break it? He was absolutely furious. He walked out on me that night, and when he came back the next day, he was different. He begged me to try surgery and chemotherapy. I didn't really want those things, but I did the chemo for him. It didn't help. It just made me feel sick all the time. I felt trapped in this strange place where nothing that happened around me seemed real. Maybe that's why I didn't see what my cancer was doing to Jack, and it was destroying him as well. He changed. He became obsessed with death. It seemed death was all he ever thought about, even though it was me, not him, who was supposed to die.
How did he die? How did Jack die?
It was so distant the last few weeks before he died. What I didn't know was that he kept looking for something. I don't think he even knew what exactly. But it eventually found him. Or rather, he found him. There are those forums online, you know, about all sorts of stuff. Fishing, computer games, horses, gambling, addictions. Everything, really. Accidentally, Jack stumbled upon one about suicide. There's a guy there. Calls himself the Eye of Adam. He's a fucking god on that forum. It's like a failed suicide club. People mostly try to help each other and offer support. Sometimes it just helps to know there are others like you. To listen to their stories and how they cope with their lives. But the Eye of Adam is an advocate of death. He dwells on human weakness. His job is to plant an idea, to give them a reason to die and tell them how to do it, once and for good. Jack took the bait. Before he knew, he was completely brainwashed. One day he sat down with me and tried to explain his perfect solution. It was the Romeo and Juliet kind of scenario. We were both to die together in each other's arms. It was supposed to be a quick and foolproof death. There was no chance we would have been saved, all thanks to the eye of Adam, who created a tool for perfect suicide. He told me it was very simple. All we needed were 2 easily accessible household chemicals, which combined together create a gas called hydrogen sulfide that kills you within a couple of minutes. I told him he was fucking nuts, of course, but he just wouldn't give up. He reasoned with me, then he begged, and eventually just kept screaming at me. I figured it was his crazy idea of a modern romance, but it was downright tacky and just wrong. Finally, he said he would get everything ready and wait for me in our special place at dawn, 5 in the morning. Don't be late. Those were his last words he said to me. Then he stormed out. I cried for hours, thinking I didn't deserve all that from the person I loved most in the whole world. A few times I even tried to persuade myself that maybe he was right and I should do it. But I just couldn't. I eventually fell asleep. I didn't plan it. My head was killing me. I was so tired. I woke up suddenly. I could see the sun rising out my window. It was nearly 5. In utter panic, I threw myself off the bed and ran out the door. I needed to stop him. I needed to get there before it was too late. But right there in my bedroom, before I even left, I already knew it was. When I arrived at our special place, it was already bright. We used to go there in the past, drink wine, sometimes smoke weed and listen to Pink Floyd, sometimes make love in Jack's car. There wasn't really anything special about that old parking lot. But to us there was. It was completely abandoned. It was quiet. It was safe. After that day, I've never gone there again.
Oh, wir dürfen jetzt mit sie spielen, okay. Was für eine dramatische Geschichte von ihrem Freund. Dramatische Geschichte. Es tut mir so leid, ich glaube, ich verstehe es jetzt.
I'm so sorry. I think now I understand. He loved you so much, he couldn't bear the thought of living without you. And that guy, the Eye of Adam. I'm not surprised you want to find him. I know I would. I'm not sure if I should believe that you only want to talk to him. But hey, that's none of my business. I wouldn't know what I'd do if this happened to me.
Good to know, but I really just want to talk. I want to face Jack's killer and tell him what he's done to me. You know, the funny part is that he actually told me where he lives. He wants to meet me. Would you believe that?
How come?
Well, this kind of thing he does is called trolling on the internet. It's usually a form of extreme bullying and psychological cruelty. Those who are clever enough say, don't feed the troll. Don't talk to them. It only makes it worse if you show any interest in them at all. And Eye of Adam is no exception. He craves attention. He's a hungry troll who wants to devour as many hearts as he can get a hold of. I emailed him and told him I was a massive fan who loves his work. He wouldn't believe me at first. But trolls are always hungry, and I was prepared to serve him a meal fit for a king.
What do you mean?
I fed him so much bullshit that he really believed I'm a suicide preacher just like him.
Great. I wish he'd given you his door number, though.
It's all a part of some sick game he's playing. Sooner or later, I'll find him.
Okay, und ob Mitzi ihn finden wird und vor allen Dingen, ob sie uns die nächsten Fragen noch beantworten wird, das sehen wir dann in der nächsten Folge. Bis dahin, tschüss!